So I walk halfway, right? I look at her, she's still like...
I still don't know.
So I hold her and I look at her and say, babe, this is it. Good morning! In the spirit of getting our basics out of the way, right? So those of y'all that follow us, all the highlights of today, if everything goes according to plan, is that I'm going to visit my OG hairstylist. I've been through a lot of hairstyles now, and why my hair remains unchanged after so long, right? Is because it took me many decades to realize that this hair, right, is the best I can do already. Okay, I currently do my hair at B Salon, but the guy that first created like version 1 of this hair, right, his name is David, and I remember my father introduced me to him. But my father met him like while they were playing slot machine and some stuff like decades ago. Okay, I cut my hair there, I liked it, and I went there for the next like 3, 4, 5 years, that kind. And I brought all my friends there, and to date they still cut there. So what happened was that at Chris's wedding a few weeks ago, he mentioned that David still asks about you. And this is where I feel like a bastard, okay guys? Because right, I remember back then when we started Real Talk, you wanted to try a hair sponsorship. Thinking that I'll just go once lah, you know, and then maybe I won't go already. But then it was so good that I kept going, and it was nearer to my office also. That means that the last time I cut hair with Uncle David, right, I did not know that was the last time I was gonna cut my hair with Uncle David. And then in the blink of an eye, it has been like 6 years since I went back. But I'm told by like my friends that I met at Chris's wedding that he still asks about us, and he says that he's very proud of us and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna go and cut my hair with Uncle David, and he doesn't know I'm going. In 10 minutes later, when my parents entered the car, right, the 4 of us together with David, that was the main distraction party for our proposal.
Oh yeah, you went to cut hair on that day.
Yeah, I went to cut hair on that day. So that was the main decoy, because for some reason, right, the day before, Pat had a feeling that I was going to propose. I don't know why. I don't know what gave it away.
No, because
of Brice. Okay, her best friend, little shit.
No, but you threw me off lah. Because like I'm thinking, how can it be you proposing on that day and you went to cut hair that day?
Yeah. Ayo. Oh, hi mom.
Hi.
So today, right, after lunch, I'm going to go and cut hair at Uncle David's. I remember, right, I had this moment where I was telling Uncle David, right, yeah, Uncle David, 你不可以死的，你死了我怎么剪头发? He doing damn well one. Like every time you go and cut hair, right, in his humble looking shop, right, there's like long queue outside one. And so I'm damn scared he like make too much money and retire also.
Don't worry lah, he won't learn. His money all give to subscribe.
Yeah guys, I'm going to review and tell you whether this bullshit or not bullshit. Do you remember when Appa proposed to Amma?
Yes.
Are you sure? You were a baby.
A church.
A church? What were you doing?
Sleeping.
You are sleeping, correct? I remember that, yeah. Look at how dapper he is. He looks rich as he looks like he's paying for lunch. Are you paying for lunch? They never bluff the food, really not bad, but a bit expensive.
Really very good.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
We are going to see Uncle David now at Chee. So I heard Pat already took the camera just now when I was not around to tell her side.
Before I pass the camera back to John to talk about the proposal, I thought I'd say my side of the story first. So back then when we were dating, I already started pressurizing him maybe 7, 8 years into the relationship that, you know, when is he going to propose? And even my mom was pressurizing him. And I always tell myself, if I suspect, right, don't ever tell anybody. Because he's that kind that if he knows I know, I think he's going to drag on a little bit more lah. Because what's the surprise in it, right? Like what's the fun in it? So like John mentioned, right, on that day itself, he tried to throw me off a few times. He went for a haircut. Then I'm like thinking, how can it be today? Like we are already almost halfway through the day, like 1+ already. Then we went home and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap. And then his parent was like, we're gonna go for a massage, okay? You wanna come? And I'm like, oh my god, cannot be today already, right? Like how come everybody so chill? That's where things started to go a bit wrong. We were supposed to go for a MV shoot that day for one of our friends, or so he said. It's about 3 PM lah, so I thought like we still got time, right? I initiated a cookie, not knowing that my proposal is happening in 1 hour's time. So before he tell you the story and how the story get painted in a different way, I wanted to say my side first. Yes, I asked for a cookie, I'm so sorry.
But anyway, the story of why I proposed, right, very pressurizing one, to be honest. Basically, I was not ready yet because I was still in my previous company. Then my salary was like 3K. At that point, I was in credit card debt because I haven't learned how to like manage my finances yet. And also because she tricked me to buy the house really, ma.
Telling people I treat him to buy the house. The BTO we just try and then luckily we got lah.
We were supposed to just see the form got what feel lah, but in the end press submit lah. But anyway,
$10 something.
yeah, it's okay, but we're very lucky lah, huh? So I remember there was one conversation which is like the 14th time, right, that Pat's mother say, when are you going to marry my daughter, right? Then I'm like, yeah lah, okay lah, you know. So then just nice, right, Vulcan Post had a client, and that client, right, was trying to promote lab-grown diamonds. I had a chat with Pat, I say, hey, actually, how do you feel about lab-grown diamonds? Will you be okay? And I explained to her lah, we know that lab-grown diamond is a real diamond, it's just not formed under the crust of the earth lah, you know, it's just machine pressure lah. I tell you one thing I love about this woman, right, is that she's a very no-frill woman. She don't need atas, she don't need like the grand big things one, no? For her, like the thought that counts is really thought that counts one. And then she think about it, then she say, no leh, I want natural.
I want to say, back then, there were really no knowledge about it. As a 25-year-old girl back then, you're about to receive your first ring ever, and it's a proposal ring, and you have always thought about like diamond, like it's a diamond ring.
It is
right?
a diamond ring.
I just felt that, like, I don't want this is what lab glow, I want a natural diamond, I want a diamond lah.
It is a diamond. So next time the lesson is don't ask, guys. Don't ask. Just buy the lab-grown diamond. And I bought her ring. Are you ready? Right. As I delay the proposal because I keep saving money, right? I keep giving Pat, right, a lot of stupid reasons on why the thing's not there. Like, oh, I need to plan, I need to save. And it's not save 3 months, plan 6 months, that kind of thing. I had this conversation here for years. Then in my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm setting myself up for a damn big thing lah, like must do properly. And so I started writing a song because I wanted to sing that stupid song, right? I needed a place with acoustics. And so I went to Father Terence and I asked him whether I could use the church because church acoustics is always top notch. And he agreed, thinking that he's very religious. I got admit to him, I just wanted good acoustics. Every time I think she knows, right, or when she asks me, right, I literally push back 2 months, 3 months. Like, I don't want her to know. I must catch you off guard. How many times did you suspect before I actually proposed?
Oh, twice. So first time, right, very stupid one. Like, I think too much already. I was showering and his room was next to the toilet. And then I heard him in the room opening the cupboard and rummaging something. So in my head, right, because I was so excited for it, like about time already, I just like thinking in my head, why is he hiding the ring? Like, is he hiding?
Think too much.
Then I never ask. Again, if you suspect, don't ask.
Don't ask. Okay, here's my thought, okay? The proposal is paid for and executed by the guy, and hence, it is his moment.
Correct.
The wedding is
your moment.
Is your couple's moment, but mostly the girl's moment, because every girl grow up imagining herself in that white dress and walking down the aisle. Guys don't grow up thinking about this shit. We think about going up and fight crime.
Catch back, guys.
Go to outer space, okay? And then honeymoon is your joint moment. So anyway, back to the story. That was when I enlisted the help of Josh Wei, one of Singapore's leading producers. So he produced for Gentle Bones and all that stuff. And I asked him if he could lay some strings for me on the proposal. I don't even know him, okay? He was just introduced by a common friend. And then he was like, yeah, okay. Then I was like, what, for free? Then Josh suggested that you need a choir. I went to a music academy and asked if they have a children's choir for me. That lady, first of all, she mistook me for John Chua of the Sam Willows, right? Probably why she did the deal, okay? Then I think she was a bit disappointed to know that I'm just like John Chua of Bongo, right? And she brought like 9 kids. So on the day of the proposal, right, I had a story for Pat. I said that our friend Joshua Tan wants to film an MV and I helped him book the church. So he asked whether we can just go there and be caliphate. So on the day of Saturday morning, I decided I need to cut my hair, and that's when I go to Uncle David. And my parents dropped me off, so we went to cut hair, and after that we hit home. By then, right, my heart is non-stop ready because even now I play guitar, I cannot remember the chords one. So I need to do it and I need to sing live, and I've never sang live before. Even with my closest 2 friends, 1 friend, I go to the karaoke, I still cannot sing one. Plus, my dumbass go and invite like 50 people to come and witness this thing. Because the lyrics, right? The lyrics of the song, when I wrote it, was that in front of our family and friends, I want to let them know that I think she likes me too. So in order to execute that part of my scripture song, right, I needed to ensure that they are family and friends. And then when we go home, I said, okay, babe, get ready, we gotta go already. Wear something nice, okay? Because we're going to be in Josh's music video. And then she's like, but I'm just a calefare, why must I dress up? Then I'm like, but this is our good friend Josh, why don't you dress up? But she said, but
I don't have much clothes in his house.
and she, oh, really, man? After that, I said, okay, we gotta go already. Then she said, quickie. By then, right, it was like 10 minutes to the scheduled arrival already. So I'm like, I take one for the team. I unzip my pants and we quickie, right? But it was the quickest quickie lah, probably like a 2 minute. And probably it helped me calm my nerves, I don't know. I remember walking her to church, thinking that by now, you must know already lah. Because when you open the door, right, we have Josh Ray on the strings. We have Daniel Lim on the guitar. Daniel Lim is on the guitar.
I thought it was a setup.
There was camera crew, of which they are my colleagues.
But MV ma!
And then there's children choir waiting at the side and all that stuff already. So I walk halfway, right? I look at her, she's still like...
I still don't know.
So I hold her and I look at her and say, babe, this is it.
Thought about one thing I can live without. I thought of you. I thought of you. In front of a family and friends, I wanna let them know that I think she likes me too. Will you marry me? Be my one and only. Will you always be?
Then after that, when we turn and look at everybody, then we bow, then we say thank you everyone. Then I'm like, but I am my top. But it's perfect.
Good times.
Later we play the song for you.
No.
Please, let's do it.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Please. Are you nervous?
Very.
Like, how do you think his reaction is gonna be?
Nothing I think he will just be like, hey,来了啊.
I think he'll just smile at you lah. Yeah, this one.
This one. Yeah, this one already. That's great. Oh my god, you're
Hello.
Hi.
你好 I'm so sorry 好久不见
我们听 Ryan 讲，你一直在问，然后我们就今天来了。
哎，我要剪头发可以吗？你有空吗？
可以。
你没有老到嘞，为什么啊？
你看越来越年轻哎，你。
我们好像5、6年没有见了。
我在他们家里来。
啊 ，sorry 嘞，真的 sorry 嘞。这个可以剪头发吗？你有空吗？你里面好不好？
我是外面好好，里面老老的。
Last time he increased price many times until like $12, $14 already, right? But he still charged me $8, which is like secondary school student price. Because I MLM we bring until like 10多个人来这边剪。拿出来的，不然我忘记了。I feel right at home maybe.
So for as long as John has been here cutting his hair back in poly days, right, it's as much as I come here also because I always come with him. So I also miss this uncle a lot. We really share our life with him and he really watch us grow up.
已经不会算，
你现在可怜我一样，
越老越帅。
你现在给我8块钱要可怜我很丑。
什么原因啊？结婚哦，结婚很幸福。
哦，我跟你讲，我做眉毛。 我去 embroid 那个眉毛。
哦，以前你的头发很短，就不好看。
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 哇，真的我很开心看到你哎。I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you that you finally come back to see him. What's up? Love. Up.
We are washing car by the way. That's what's going on now. There's the car wash. Yeah. Shookness.
We keep talking about his proposal, but we never talk about my proposal. I also did propose back to him because I feel that I also need to know whether he actually want to marry me ma. How can he be asking me whether I'll marry you? Okay, I also need to ask
What do you mean?
I asked him back 1 year later. Back then we already got our house keys. So I just planned a very simple one lah. Went up the house and decorated a bit with balloons. He didn't know we were going to the house. Then I blindfolded him.
I knew.
Then when I reached there, I went down on one knee and I asked him, will you marry me? We are on our way to our house.
With the light. Yes. Woo! Are you ready? Are you ready?
Closing out this episode, we are gonna go exercise, play tennis. We're not very good at it, but we're gonna attempt.
Suck at it, bro.
We're gonna attempt. Okay, so girl to girl. If I have any advice for you when it comes to proposal is that don't probe. If you suspect, keep it to yourself. Don't expect too much out of it, then you have lesser disappointment lah. But I'm very, very sure everyone's proposal will be special. And the guy really made an effort to make it your day, but it's also his day. So let him have this one lah, ha? Don't spoil the surprise lah.
As a girl, right, you visualize, right, if your boyfriend proposed to you now, what will you do? Then you tell yourself, okay, this is caught on video, okay or not? Then if not okay, right, when you're alone that time, right, you just
Practice.
practice. Cannot cry, right? You put your finger, poke your eye. Hey, don't joke Don't joke, you're joking Like that.
Just continue to support us. Hit on the subscribe button. We're gonna see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.